What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to talk about a very serious issue in the UFC. The clip farming, it's getting out of hand. Now, before I get into this tier list, which I'm taking very seriously, okay? This is about UFC fighters that are clearly trying to get in an edit or trying to get clipped, trying to go viral with the things they do and say. This is not just limited to people who do badass shit that gets clipped. This has some sort of like, are they intending to get clipped? Hopefully that makes sense. I think you'll get what I'm talking about as we get into this video. The king of this will be up in the S tier. If they're down in the C and the D tier, maybe they try it, but it's not super successful. All right, let's get into this, man. This is a serious topic. Starting off strong here, dude. Strong. Perfect example of what I'm talking about. Dustin Poirier. This guy thinks his life is a fucking Rocky movie, dude. Everything this guy says is like a fucking Instagram post captioned. You know, it is what it is. You know, in times like this, dude, you got to be graceful, dude. You know, the better man won tonight, but, you know, it's all about how you handle yourself. You dust yourself off. He's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Do I think Dustin Poirier is actually a nice guy and he's inspired and he has all these motivational quotes on his mind? Sure, yes, but come on, dude. You cannot deny that this guy sits in his fights and fucking fixes his hair and like spits his blood out like he's in a superhero movie. Bro, you're not Rocky, dude. You ain't Rocky, buddy. So Dustin Poirier is going in the A tier. Definitely the type of guy that, you know, you start playing dodgeball, Dustin Poirier turns into Captain America in fucking Endgame. He's like, you know, get behind me, dude. Get behind me, dude. You flank left, you flank right. Like, that's Poirier to a T. He thinks everything's a movie. Thinks everything's an inspirational moment. I'm putting Poirier in the A tier. Let's move on to, listen, this guy, he tried his best. He tried his best to go viral. He tried his best to get clipped. But it's just, he's in the wrong division. I'm going to put Pantoja in the D tier. Now, like I said, Pantoja tried his best. He got on the mic. I work so hard for this, Dad. Are you proud of me now, man? But unfortunately, you're in the pipsqueak division. Not going to work out for you. He doesn't really try to do it anymore, and it didn't really work for him the first time that he did it. So I'm going to put Pantoja in the D tier. Just not relevant enough, not popping off with the clips. And for that reason, the motivational speeches, the tragic backstory, it didn't have any effect. I got to throw you in the D tier, little bro, all right? And this has nothing to do with him beating me by robbery decision. Before anyone comment, bro, put Pantoja in the D tier because he robbed him. Nothing to do with that, all right, mate? Nothing to do with that, okay? Get that out of the way. Moving on. Borderline underrated contender in this category. I feel like a lot of you guys wouldn't put him in here, but once I explain it, you'll kind of get what I'm saying. Max Holloway is a little bit guilty of this. I'm going to throw Max Holloway in the C tier. He's a little bit guilty of it. Okay, he's pretty subtle with it. He's not overly, you know, playing the gimmick like Dustin Poirier. But, you know, this guy's pointing to the center. This guy's, count it up. Count it up. Turn it up. Hey, it is what it is, brother. I am the heat, brother. You know, he tries his best to have some legendary lines and some famous clips, you know, talking shit or having badass moments in his fights. Part of it is just naturally what he does, but you can tell there's a little bit of thought into it when he gets on the mic. I'm him, brother. I'm him. I'm him, brother. I am the heat, brother. So I'm going to put Max Holloway in the C tier. He's guilty of it, but it doesn't feel like it's his entire purpose in the UFC is to end up in a fucking edit. Whereas Dustin Poirier, come on, bro. We know what you're doing, man. All right, I'm going to put Holloway in the C tier. I feel like that's pretty fair. Let's move on to another guy that I feel like some of you, dude, if you're a normal person, you see what I'm about to say. If you are attracted to this fighter and you're a dork and you're a poetard, you may not understand that this is what's going on. I'm going to put Alex Pereira in the B tier, bro. I think this guy does so much shit on purpose to get posted on Instagram. And people either eat it up like literal like babies, just, oh my god, Alex Pereira is completing another side quest. Or you just see it on Instagram and you go, wow, dude, this guy's got a good team behind him. I don't know, man. Dude. I feel like Alex Pereira at first was just genuinely being himself. But you know that he's trying to go viral with some of the shit that he does. And I feel like I'm going to put him in the B tier for that because it's kind of getting obvious now. Like all the Instagram posts are the same. It's literally just Pereira in some sort of funny situation, like a Family Guy cutaway skit. Like This is worse than when Alex Pereira gave me a haircut. It's just him cutting it. Just accidentally pushes your hairline back. Shama, how do you say? Shama no shama. So I feel like now the agenda is pretty obvious of Alex Pereira, the memes and all that shit. He's trying to capitalize on it. Fair plays, fair enough. I'm not hating on it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's getting kind of obvious. So I'm going to put it in the B tier because I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. All right. Let's move on, dude. This next guy, he's one of the GOATs of this category. He's a borderline S tier contender. I'm seeing inspirational fucking edits of this guy just chatting nonsense. And I feel like everything he does in his head, it's like the most badass movie moment of all time. I'm putting Brian Ortega in the A tier, dude. This guy is just a fucking legend. Okay. I've literally seen motivational edits like reposted by my fucking normal friends who don't watch MMA. And I just open their story. You know, the eagle lives for 70 years. And part of that, you either decide to die on that hill or you break your beak and you get your fifth title shot, you know? And a lot of people snaked me. A lot of people left me behind. You know, you cheat on a girl one time and she leaves you behind, you know? People betrayed you. Never forget who left you in hard times and who stayed with you. That's what I like to say. So I'm glad that you asked about that. Brian Ortega's going in the A tier. This guy literally, yeah, he thinks his life's a fucking anime. He's spitting motivational quotes regularly. Even the way that he fought Yair Rodriguez, just a clip farming fight. This guy's fucking rolling his ankle, got his ex in the crowd. This guy, yeah, it just plays out too perfectly. I think Brian Ortega is definitely a major clip farmer. And it does work. Like, people are buying into the Eagle storyline, even though it makes no sense, not factually true whatsoever. It's just, you know, it's just a badass storyline, and he's pulled off a real moment here. So, I want to talk about this next guy, dude, because he's not A tier, but he's borderline A tier, and he does the same thing as Alex Pereira, just in a slightly more. They both attract the same fan base of like 15-year-olds. Sean Strickland's going in the B tier, dude. I don't think Sean Strickland's crazy. I'm going to say that right now. I don't think Sean Strickland is crazy. I think Sean Strickland is like a GTA NPC in that clip where he's talking shit to you and then you pull out the gun and he's like, I want to apologize. I don't think Sean Strickland's crazy. I don't think he is. I think he gets in front of a camera and he's just constantly thinking, what's a funny thing for me to say that's going to get clipped, that's going to fit my gimmick of, I'm a fucking psycho, you guys, dude. I carry knives and all this stuff. I don't think that's real, bro. I think he's playing a bit of a character, dude. So I'm going to put Sean Strickland in the B tier. He is living the gimmick. As soon as you put a microphone in front of his face, dude, we're going to fucking... Here's the thing about women, you guys. They should be in the fucking kitchen. I don't think he believes that, dude. I don't think he means any of that shit. So I'm going to put Sean Strickland in the B tier. I think he's playing a character, and I think he is definitely guilty of clip farming like the best of them. He's not as... Like, he is successful with it, but it's also like... People... I don't know whether to put him in A tier or B tier because it's obvious to me what he's doing, but some people genuinely believe it. And I think that, including other fighters, which makes me think it's either a really successful clip farming or now he has to back up being this crazy guy. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. This is a very interesting video idea. Very inspirational, motivational video. Let's move on though, dude. This guy's a little bit more lighthearted with it. He does do it sometimes, but I think more so similar to Max Holloway. It's kind of like, I feel like this video is just me psychoanalyzing fighters right now. Damn, dude. Kind of deep. But yo, I'm going to put Paddy Pimblett in the C tier because I think he's kind of, this is who he is, but he also does say and do things that you can tell are for like attention, right? Like he will blow up his fucking physique eating like crazy. Mate, I've fucking had 4 cheeseburgers, 2 fucking pizzas, fucking ice cream sundae. Mate, I had fucking banana bread before me fight, and I had a fucking lasagna in a cage as well, mate. Fucking starving. I think he plays into it a little bit, and he does clip farm a little bit with the way that he trolls and his dancing and some of the stuff that he says after the fight. Mate, I'm fucking starving. I'm ready to fucking eat some pizza, mate. That's me next fight, is the fucking buffet line. You know, sometimes he plays into it, but I think that's also just his personality. Like, he does seem genuine. So I don't get the vibe that he's trying to get clipped with every single thing that he does, or that he thinks his life is a fucking edit like the guys in the A tier. I think C tier is pretty fair for Paddy Pimblett in this situation. But this next guy is Oh my god, he was almost S tier. The prime version of this guy is S tier. He's one of the biggest clip farmers in UFC history. Bar none. This is current day fighters. This guy is an all-time clip farmer in the UFC. Part of the reason I made this fucking video, Israel Adesanya. You are not in a fucking anime. You're not in an edit. Everything this guy says has to become a clip, has to become a headline, has to become some sort of dialogue moment in a storyline. Literally, every word out of this guy's fucking mouth is, you don't know my story, but I'm gonna finish yours on Sunday. Trust. Okay, whatever that means. All right, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Every single line. It's crazy, dude. And not just the when he gets on the mic at a press conference, I'm gonna touch him till he crumbles like the Twin Towers. Trust. Right? Hit or miss. He's always trying to get a line in that's gonna get clipped. It's gonna be spread on social media. I just know that Izzy practices that shit in front of the mirror because he wants people to be like, damn, that was a cold line by Izzy. And then he gets on the mic in front of real human beings and is like, I'm gonna leave you frozen like Elsa. I'm gonna TikTok dance over your grave. I'm gonna break my nail in your face. And it just doesn't hit at all. But outside of the dialogue that this guy uses, everything he does in a fight, the anime emotes, like the fucking rock, paper, scissors at the start, I feel like there's not a single moment. Who said this? I think it was MMA Guru that said it, or somebody said it. Israel Adesanya tries so hard to look cool while he fights. He is the biggest clip farmer in terms of the way that he fights, right? Like Poirier does it a little bit. Izzy, every single move he does is to try and get in a fucking edit or a highlight reel. This dude literally thinks his life is an anime, bro. So I'm pretty sure the loss to Drickus was a reference to an anime. I don't know, dude, but yeah, I'm throwing Izzy in the A tier. He's borderline S tier. He was so close to being S tier, but trust me, there's a worse candidate in the UFC. Let's move on to a less egregious example, you know. I think he has his moments, but mainly his aura and just being himself is what gets him in edits. I want to make this clear. This video is not about people that just do cool shit and end up in edits and end up being clipped. I'm talking about the intent. Like, how much thought do you put into, I want to get clipped, I want to get put in an edit? These guys in the A tier, that's Mount Rushmore of, I think my life is a fucking movie, right? Next guy, Oliveira, I'm going to put him in the C tier, all right? He does have a couple of moments here and there. I think so much. I'm biggest champion. This champion is a name. It's just Oliveira, brother. You know, like he has his moments where he tries to be like, have an inspirational speech and do something badass. But for the most part, I feel like Charles Oliveira is just being himself. And that's why we all love him. Because he's literally us. He's literally me. He's literally you. You know, that's why we love Charles Oliveira. He's just being himself. I think C tier is kind of like, you're being yourself, but you have clip farmer tendencies, right? B and A tier, it's kind of more obvious that you're trying to get into an edit or that you act your entire life as if you're going to get clipped and as if it's an edit, right? So C tier is pretty fair placement for Charles Oliveira. Next guy, not very successful with it, but he tries his fucking hardest, you know. Ian Gary's going in the D tier. In the words of Conor McGregor, God loves a Troyer, yeah, God loves a Troyer. Ian Gary tries his absolute hardest. He tries to be like Izzy, except he's 0 for 20. Bro. Like Izzy, at least Izzy has some cool moments when he tries. Ian Gary is fucking 0 for 15 right now, dude. Like he's literally Mario Chalmers right now, bro. He's 0 for 20, bro. Every single Ian Gary line. Sit down, shut your fucking mouth. I'm gonna absolutely expose you in that octagon. And then has the most boring decision of all time. There's not a single Ian Gary moment I've gone, wow, that was cold. But you know that he was trying to get that reaction. That's why he's going in the D tier. Because I know I know this guy thinks he's fucking legit, dude. I know he thinks he's a big deal. Literally not a single person thinks you're cool, man. I just got to be honest, bro. And I know my opinion means nothing to Ian Gary. Maybe he might sue me. Who knows? But dude, Ian Gary's one of those guys. He deadass tries his fucking best, but it just has zero effect. It has zero good outcomes. It's done nothing for his career. He's going in the D tier for his clip farming. Terrible clip farmer. No success. Yeah, you're cooked, bro. Speaking of which, Jaylen Turner's going in the D tier. This guy tried to fucking do it at UFC 300. Dude, this is literally who I become when bro says, don't fumble with the baddies. This is who I turn into right here. Jaylen Turner, dude. Mate, This is me when the hoes come around, dude. I turn into prime Jaylen Turner at UFC 300. If you know, you know, bro. Okay? This guy, he literally thought he was fucking Mark Hunt, dude. I'm throwing him in the D tier. He tried his absolute best to get a viral moment, tries to have badass fights, gets robbed, loses the decision, fumbles the finish. I'm throwing Jaylen Turner in the D tier. I like Jaylen Turner. He's a lot less annoying than fucking Ian Gary, but it just had zero success for him. And honestly, it boosted another upcoming clip farmer in the UFC, Renato Moicano. This guy is a very underrated clip farmer. I do think he's just being himself for the most part, but at the same time, it is pretty obvious that he wants to get some sort of like meme going about himself. Fuck, I forgot Raul Rosas Jr. He's another one. But it's very obvious that Renato Moicano wants to be a meme, wants to be, you know, one of those fan favorite fighters that has like an online following. And I think that's pretty easy to see, but it's not as egregious as the guys in the B and the A tier. He is just a crazy Brazilian man obsessed with money, and that I believe that is true. I believe that's genuinely him. But he does have his moments. So I think C tier is fair placement. I'm not hating on the guy. I respect him, but I'm going to put him in the C tier. I think he deserves a mention in this video. There is 2 fighters left before I get to the S tier, who is the most egregious fucking example of this. And before I talk about him, MVP, A tier. This guy's entire fighting style is just clip farming. I'm sorry. This guy's entire fighting style is, this is going to go in my highlight reel. And if it's not a highlight reel worthy moment, he's just standing around. Just idle animation, just fucking 0 strikes thrown. His entire career is built on clip farming, deadass. Like, his literally, the reason you know him is from a clip of him. Do I need to say more? He's a fucking A tier clip farmer. His entire highlight reel, his entire career was built on this guy going, this will go viral, this would be a good clip. I think he is the picture perfect dictionary definition. That's some great alliteration right there. He is the perfect exemplar of what a clip farmer looks like in fighting form. On the mic, he's not that good. Like, Izzy is the ultimate package. He clip farms when he fights, he clip farms when he talks. Dustin Poirier and Brian Ortega, they're more of the verbal kind of clip farming guy. But yeah, MVP definitely belongs in this conversation. And before I get to the S tier, Kevin Holland, I just want you to know, bro, you are not fucking Deadpool, buddy. You are not Deadpool, bro. This guy literally thinks he's in a fucking X-Men movie. The way he gets in the cage, he's always talking shit. He's trying to have a funny moment. He's just saying shit the entire time. At first, it was funny, but I feel like the longer that this goes on, Kevin Holland has become the class clown that after like 2 weeks, you're like, all right, bro, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, after 2 weeks, you're kind of like, all right, bro, chill. It's not funny anymore. All right, bro, you said Sigma for the fourth time today, bro. It's not funny anymore. That's Kevin Holland, bro. Like, I don't know how many times I have to pretend to be... Like, dude, I don't know about you guys. There's nothing worse than, like, a casual fan that I'm friends with. Now, listen, I'm a casual myself. You guys call me that all the time, so I'm going to embrace it. But I hate when you have to pretend to find something funny that a casual finds funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they... Dude, how funny is fucking Derek Lewis? Oh, he took his pants off. And I'm like, yep, I've been watching this for 5 fucking years. He's done the same joke over and over again. Yeah, he's really funny, man. Same with Kevin. Dude, this Kevin Holland guy is so funny. he was talking in the cage. He literally said, how do I stop a takedown? And you're like, yeah, he's fucking cost me my parlay last week. Yeah, it's really funny. That's Kevin Holland. He tries his best. It's very obvious that he doesn't really care about winning. He just wants to have a funny moment or two. And yeah, bro really thinks he's Deadpool. I'm putting him in the B tier. There is one man left to talk about, and it's not just a man, dude. It's an entire team, okay? And listen, bro. Leon Edwards, Leon Mumblemouth Scott. This guy's entire fucking team, his title run, his career was built on the most legendary clip farm in fucking UFC history. This guy comes back to the corner. Most fighters, they come back to the corner and they get coaching. This guy just gets clip farmed by his fucking coach. Come on, Leon. Come on then, Leon. You gotta finish him. You've got to stop him, Leon. Come on, Leon. Come on, Leon. You gotta pull this shit out of the fire. Leon, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Stop getting fucking clips, bro. Just fucking tell me what to do, bro. Bro, stop. That's 9 quotes in a row, bro. Just fucking give me advice, bro. Leon Edwards' whole team is just full of clip farmers. His head coach is the biggest fucking culprit. And I love that it didn't work against Bilal Muhammad. They got back to the... Bro, you got... Leon, come on, Leon. You got to fucking get in the edit, bro. You got to finish him in the last minute, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I already fucking used that against Usman, bro. They're not going to make more edits. That's literally Leon Edwards' entire career, dude. And I will add on to this by saying he's guilty of it himself. His entire post-fight press conference against Kamaru Usman, just back to back to back quotable moments. Bro literally just emptied the fucking tank. He unleashed every dialogue option possible to end up in an edit for the rest of his life. I come from a zinc roof, bro. A wooden shed and zinc roof, bro. Look at me now. Pound for pound. Headshot dead. Like, he just unloaded the clip of every quotable line he could think of. And for that reason, and the coaching in the corner, I can't wait for this guy to fight Ian Gary. Get back to the corner. Come on, Leon. You gotta fucking feed him some meat, bro. Come on, Leon. I can't wait to watch this team just unravel of clip farming. But let me know down below, who do you think is the most guilty culprit of this in the comments down below? What do you guys think of my rankings? What do you think of the tier list video? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys are enjoying the longer videos, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Thank you guys sincerely for 47,000 subscribers. It's absolutely insane to watch the channel grow. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. I will see you in the next video, man. Goodbye.